Hello, welcome to the replay. If you're watching, I would love to know that you were here. I feel like this is kind of lower than I would want it, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to just go with it at this point. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Okay, so if you're new to me, I am Jessica Loper and I am a confidence coach. I help new spiritual entrepreneurs who want to gain the confidence to be seen online and be able to get visible, do it without comparing yourself to others, help you get started, okay? So today I'm talking about market research tips and marketing in the new spiritual paradigm. This has been something I have been wanting to go live on and talk about for quite some time. But you know what? It's something I haven't ever really talked about a lot. So it's kind of a new topic for me. And I'm always telling you guys, you have to try new things. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to keep doing those things. That part, it never ends, okay? So for me, I'm like, okay, this is good for me. It's good for me to talk about something different. So real quick, just to let you guys know, I am not a marketing expert, okay? All I want to do today is have a discussion with you. I want to share with you what I've learned from doing market research, which I've done 4 times in the last 6 years. Okay, I probably should have been doing it more than that, but we learn as we go. Hi, Noelle. How are you? Good to see you on here. So I'm going to start with that. I have notes because I had so much to say about this and I'm worried I'll forget something. But so a lot of what I'm sharing with you is my personal experience, my opinion, and just what I feel intuitively. Okay, so if you have an audience, you're trying to grow online, you have a business, you're thinking about starting a business, market research can really, really help you because it is what is going to help you figure out what you're doing, what you're offering, and also what your clients need. Because what I see a lot of times, and I've done this myself, I have fallen into this trap myself. Hi, Heather. Where I try to do too many things, try to serve too many people. I'm all over the place. I'm multi-passionate, right? And it can be really hard to hone in and figure out what you're doing, right? So for me, every time I've done market research, I've learned something. Sometimes market research can even help you figure out like what not to do. I want to say about 3 years ago, I was going down the path of recovery coaching, and because my sobriety path is very connected to my spiritual path, right? So I was doing a lot with recovery, looking into recovery coaching, like spirituality and sobriety, things like that. And when I actually did the market research, I interviewed, I don't know how many women, but honestly, after doing the research, like it kind of made me realize that wasn't what I wanted to do. So, you know, sometimes going and doing that research can make you realize maybe you're not on the right path, okay? So don't be afraid of that. Hi, Rachel. How are you? Good to see you in here. So tell me in the comments, have you done market research? Let me know. Have you done market research? And have you done it recently? Because it may not be something you do just one time. You may have to do it again. So some different ways that you can do it. You can interview people. You can do surveys. The one I recently did was a survey. I like doing it that way. I've done phone interviews. I've done just questionnaires, text, you know, okay, and that's helped. So there's different ways to do it. So figure out which way resonates with you. Which way do you feel good about doing it? Do you want to do a survey? Do you want to get people on phone calls? And I'll share with you, like I've said, I've done it different ways, but I'm just going to share with you the one I did recently. I was surprised at the feedback I got because it made me realize, okay, as you guys know, like I said, my intent is I want to help spiritual entrepreneurs gain the confidence to be seen online, okay, and share your message because it's important. You can't hide. You have to be seen, all right, if you want to get that message out there. Hi, Melissa. Okay, what I did was the survey. All right. And so you really do need to know your niche or have a general idea of your niche before you start this. But it can maybe help you figure out your niche too. It's, I don't know. And Rachel's a great person to ask this. Rachel, I would love to know your opinion on this because Rachel, I've worked with Rachel. She has helped me launch and learn how to launch. If you guys aren't following Rachel or in her group, highly recommend that you follow her. Okay. I feel like for me, there's been times where I was really clear on my niche, did my market research, helped me realize it wasn't the right niche. And then this time, clear on my niche and doing the market research and the questions did help me, okay? And realize like, yeah, I'm on track. But what it did help me realize is that maybe people needed help with different things than I was offering. So some of the questions I did, I asked, what is your greatest struggle when it comes to being seen online? What is the greatest struggle when it comes to your business? You can also omit words, right? So I ask people, what's your greatest struggle other than tech, right? Because that's another thing I learned. I did market research probably like 4 years ago, and I asked people their greatest struggle, and almost like everyone filling out my survey put tech, and I was like, oh my gosh, this doesn't help me because I'm not doing tech. Like, I'm not helping people with tech. All right? If you're following me for tech, don't follow me for tech, okay? That's not my area of expertise. Do I fumble through it? Do I figure out as I go? Do I enjoy it? Sometimes. I don't want to teach people how to do it though, right? And I still have a lot to learn. So when you're asking people questions, it can be helpful to tell them like what you're not looking for, right? Make sure that they're clear on your survey or on your questions. When I made my survey, I said this is for people who want to gain the confidence to be seen online. That way, most of the people taking my survey were good for a good fit. Your hubby works in tech? Okay, send people to him then, right? That's good. I wish I knew more with tech, but there's a lot I have to learn still. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, so asking people what their struggles are. Another good question is asking people what their goals are, short-term goals, long-term goals. Maybe you can even ask them questions about price points, like get a feel for what your audience and ideal clients, what are they willing to pay? How much are they willing to pay? Do they want group coaching, online coaching? Do they want groups? Do they want memberships? Like, what do they want? Right? And so the feedback I got from all of you that participated in my survey, do you guys want to know what the number one thing people told me they needed help with or what their goals were? It was content. And that's why I made the poll I did the other day to see like, okay, everyone is saying they need help with content, posting, sharing their message, connecting with an audience, building trust with an audience. That's what the majority of the feedback I got was from my market research. And I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that that's what my ideal client is looking for if I hadn't done the market research, okay? That's why it's important. It can give you clues to what people really want help with. And I was like, aha, right? Like, gave me this huge aha moment. Like, of course, people, they want the confidence to be seen online. That's why they filled out the survey. But a lot of it, I didn't even realize was tied into like, having that confidence, like when you're posting, having confidence in your content, right? Like it makes sense, but I never even thought of that. And it's not what I've been sharing with you guys very much. So you are going to see me sharing a little bit more about content, okay? And doing more polls and things to help you guys. So does that help? Does anyone have a question like when it comes to the market research? Because I'm really just sharing with you what I've done, okay? It also helped me realize that most of the people wanted one-on-one coaching and card readings, okay? The people that filled out the survey, right? And in the past, I've tried to do a lot of group stuff and membership stuff and wasn't really working very well. I did have people in my membership, but it was like harder to get people in a membership than it was for me to get someone to do a card reading or a one-on-one, okay? So this stuff can really help you to figure out what your people want, okay? So if anyone has a question about market research, let me know. When it comes to marketing yourself, like find the experts that you want to follow. I'm not a marketing expert. I'm just sharing my experience, but I follow other marketing experts. So another thing to think about is the platform you're on. Make sure you're following some people that are specific to your to the platform you're on or that you want to be on. And it's okay to dibble dabble and try different platforms. Okay, try some things out. We hear all the time, like, just pick one, pick one platform. Like, social media is a beast. You can't grow them all. Pick one first, grow one first, right? And while I agree with that to some extent, I absolutely think it's okay to try things out on different ones while you're getting a feel for it. Make a video, make a content, and post it in multiple places, right? Because sometimes you kind of got to get a feel for where you're supposed to be or what's working or where are people engaging with you the most, okay? I think it's absolutely okay to play around on different places. But yeah, maybe make your content with intent for a specific platform, but then like repurpose it. See if you can get engagement somewhere else. But you don't want to be so drained that you're trying to grow and build everywhere. Because if you're trying to build everywhere, you're going to be drained. Does that make sense? Like, find a balance between the two. Hopefully that makes sense. Like for me, the majority of my content I specifically am making for Instagram. Okay. And so a lot of the stuff I post in my Facebook group is something that I've done for Instagram, and I'm just like sharing it in here or posting it in here. But I actually enjoy lives in my Facebook group the most. So like I do lead people to my Facebook group because this type of topic, this type of live, I prefer my Facebook group. I did go live on Instagram yesterday for the first time in a long time with Brandy Bloomquist. We did a live together to talk about using the lunar cycle in your business, your life and business, to help you. And we're going to be doing more of those on Instagram. Hi, Brandy. I didn't realize you were here. Hi. Yes, so Brandy, we did that together. So I'm going to be doing some more of those on Instagram with her. We have some other topics planned. But another thing I did yesterday to kind of get out of my comfort zone. Okay, keep doing those things to get you out of your comfort zone. So yeah, so I was saying, find experts that are for the platform you're on. Hi. Yeah, thanks for popping in. So, and also for your niche, right? Find marketing experts that are specific to your niche, specific to the platform you're on. Okay, I've found that to be very helpful. Okay, so moving on, marketing in the new spiritual paradigm. That's like what I want to talk about next, because this is something I've been feeling for a while. I've seen about it. Oh, I lost it for a second. Hopefully it's still there. Okay. And Heather, I don't know if Heather's still here. Heather, if you're still here, like, you know, Danielle, we both work with Danielle, Amy. She's a coach. I've worked with her for a long time, but she's been talking about it too, like how like business is changing. And ooh, I can feel it. Like when she talks about it, I can feel it. And I've seen some other people post about it. And then also just tapping in and like connecting to my own intuition and looking back on my own experiences too. Are you guys tired of seeing the same posts, the same offers from people, like from coaches? Like, are you starting to pick up on the really cookie cutter stuff, the same exact pitch over and over again, the same, oh, I can help you make 10K in 1 month, blah, blah, blah. Are you sick of it? Do you just scroll past it because so much of it is the same and it doesn't resonate and it looks sleazy and even from spiritual communities, spiritual entrepreneurs too, because I used to only feel that way about like the bro marketers or like that kind of stuff. I would be like, ugh, right? But like a lot of the like the healing community, spiritual community, a lot of that stuff is starting to kind of look really cookie cutter too. Like, and I'm kind of like, yeah, Noelle, exactly. Like it's not sincere. Heather, it feels icky. Yeah. So, and I have fallen into that. Like a few years ago, I got on board and worked one-on-one with a coach that was a spiritual business coach, right? And then I signed on with her and it was from a really place of fear-based, like, and that's what it is, you guys. A lot of these sales tactics, they're fear-based, right? Yes, authenticity is the way, right? So I signed on with this coach, and I'll be honest, like, I was like in that moment of FOMO and like, oh my gosh, if I work with her, I'll have it made, right? And then I got on and started working with her one-on-one, and everything she was teaching me just felt icky. Like, she wanted me to like make people feel their lowest pain and their biggest fears, and post things in a way where people, like, trying to make them feel that FOMO. Not that feeling FOMO is always bad, you guys. There's like different kinds of FOMO with sales, okay? There's that giving people that sense of FOMO where it's like inviting and exciting, come join us. And then there's like a FOMO that's like, oh my gosh, you won't succeed without this. Like, if you don't do this, you're gonna fail. Like, there's a difference, okay? So Noelle said, I've had a really great coaches, but then I've had a few fakers and got nowhere. Yeah, and Brandy says, same here. Okay, so, and I think what this is teaching us, and I've learned this the hard way, so if there's anyone watching where you're brand new to business, you haven't hired any coaches yet, work with someone that makes you feel good, that makes you feel hopeful, that wants you to follow your intuition, okay? That wants you to be yourself, that isn't trying to sign you up just to do exactly what they did, okay? Because you have to do it your way. You have to follow your intuition. And I think it's fine when you're marketing yourself and you have something, it's fine to have a deadline. But are you having a deadline because you want people to be afraid of missing out, or making them feel like this is their only chance, and if they don't work with you, like, they're not going to find it somewhere else? Because let's be honest, there's a lot of options out there. And if someone doesn't work with you, they'll probably find someone to work with, right? Or are you having a deadline because you actually, truly, sincerely are just running a special? You actually, sincerely are just running a course that starts on a certain date, right? So like, yeah, there actually is a deadline. How many times have you seen people promo and they say like the sale ends tomorrow, and then 30 days later you see the same exact post telling you, well, this you'll never have this price again, never offering this price again. And like, they don't mean it. They're just doing it to try and get a quick sell, and it feels icky, right? Those are the people you want to avoid, okay? So be authentic with yourselves. Don't give people a fake deadline. It's not good. It's not a good sales tactic, and people see through it. And I think that's what it is. I think people, not just necessarily in like the spiritual industry, but like business across the board, people are starting to tune in more. People, like, our planet is lifting in consciousness. The vibration is lifting, and people are starting to see through the bullshit. They're starting to feel it. They're starting to pick up on it. Use your discernment, okay? Use it. Hi, Jessica. Okay, because there's a difference, all right? So I guess where I'm going with this is I'm just inviting you, when you are promoting yourself, you're sharing your offers, be yourself. You don't have to make someone feel like a piece of shit to buy your offer, right? Don't go buy anyone else's offer either if they make you feel that way, or if they make you feel like you can't do it without them. No, because where does the real power come from? It comes from you. Your power is within. And if you decide to work with someone or join a program or join a coach, they're just supplementing that. They're just guiding you. They're pointing you in the right direction. They should be helping you to follow your own intuition. They shouldn't be giving you some cookie cutter strategy. It's my way or the highway. You're going to fail if you don't do every step the way I say. That's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. Okay? Does that make sense? So yeah, I think so let me look at my notes, because I wrote down a lot of notes because I had a lot to say about this. What else I was going to say? Oh, okay. So like, when you're marketing yourself, being authentic, being honest. Don't offer something that you don't actually know about, right? I don't think any of you in here are doing that anyway, but you pick up on it. The person that's trying to guarantee you a 5K month and it doesn't seem like maybe they've even had a 5K month, right? Don't offer something if you don't know it. And I'm not doing that. I'm not offering you guys a course or a session to tell you how to have a 5K month because I haven't had one yet. I haven't had my first 5K month yet. So I'm not going to offer you a course on how to do it. You know, what am I teaching you? I'm teaching you how to show up online. I'm teaching you to get out of your comfort zone, that your message is important and it needs to be shared, okay? Right? And I think that's kind of where imposter syndrome comes in too a little bit. Or like me, like wanting to get live in my Facebook group today and talk to you guys. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I really, really would, because I really wanted this to be more like a discussion. And like I said at the beginning, like, this is my opinion. I'm not a marketing expert, right? How many times do we have things we want to talk about and we want to share with people, but then we're like, oh, but I don't know enough. Is it okay to say, like, hey, I want to chat about this, I want to talk about this, but it's my opinion? That's another thing that Danielle has been talking about a lot lately, and making me realize, like, I got to talk more, I got to share more, I got to share my experiences more. Not be so afraid to get on and talk about this because I don't have a marketing degree, right? But I'm telling you guys that. I'm telling you guys that. This is a discussion. This is my opinion. So I guess I'm hoping that it just helps encourage you guys to speak up a little bit more, share a little bit more, talk about the things that light you up, but be honest about it, right? And don't talk about things you absolutely have not experienced or tried or anything, okay? Follow your intuition was another thing. I already talked about that. Yeah, I think what I want to close with is just keep showing up, be your authentic self, trust that what you have to share and offer is enough and somebody does need it, okay? And be honest about it. Yes, 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 this is how people relate. Yep, yeah. Yeah, and it's changing. People just want to see real people. They do. And you know what? It's for me, reminding me, like, I am not very good about showing my struggles. I'm not. I haven't been. And when I look back at, like, what I posted online, I mostly post the positive stuff. And it's not because I want people to think I have a perfect life. It's not. It's because it feels really awkward and out of my comfort zone to share the struggles. It does. It feels embarrassing to say, hey, this one time I bought a podcasting course for $300 like 2 years ago and I never even opened it. I did that. Ugh. I don't want to tell anyone that. That's embarrassing. But if you've done that, if you've ever done something like that, you're not alone. You're not the only one. I've done it. And now, even if I did want to start a podcast, that course probably isn't any good because the podcasting industry has changed so much in the last couple of years. I'd probably have to start over. But I'm probably not going to do that. I don't really feel like podcasting is in my near future. But I bought that course because the person said the price is going to double tomorrow. You have to buy it today or the course is going to double tomorrow. Oh, I better get this. I better get this right now. It was fear. It was fear-based. Not good. I will never, ever, ever, ever buy something again if someone says you have to buy it today to get this price. I won't do it. If you can't give me a couple days to feel into it and follow my intuition and make sure it's right for me before I buy it, you're not my person. You're not my coach. You're not who I'm supposed to work with, right? So I'm not going to do that to other people. I'm not going to do that to my clients either. I'm not going to say, yeah, this is only $300 today. No, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't at all. I did do a birthday special yesterday because it was my birthday. That's a little different. Much lower ticket too. But there's like a difference, you know? There's a difference. But anyways, like I said, yeah, I think running a special is different. But that's not what this thing was. It was totally fear-based. It was different. But anyways, yeah. So I think I'm going to be sharing more about my experiences and the things I've done wrong. Because a lot of times I haven't shared them because I'm like, this is embarrassing. But then I'm like, you know what? If I can save someone some time, it actually goes through today. Heather, oh, yeah. So I did a birthday special yesterday, but I put it was till Friday. But I just put it on Instagram. So you can still message me if you still want that. Anyone watching, if you still watch it on Friday, it was till today. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm going to share a little bit more about my mistakes because I don't have to be embarrassed about it. And if it saves someone else, making the same mistake, especially like early on in your business, because I made so many mistakes. You guys, when I woke up one day and decided I wanted to start a business and work for myself, this was about 6 years ago. The very first thing I did was go to try and make a website. I didn't have a single contact. I didn't know my niche. I didn't know anything about business or online business. And I honestly, because I didn't know, and I hadn't done any research yet, and I hadn't tried anything yet, I thought my very, very, very first step was to get a website. So I'm telling you, if you haven't started your business yet, that's probably not your first step. Probably not. You probably need to do some research first. You probably need to do some self-discovery. You too, Heather? Okay, it's not just me. Yeah, I'm like, I need to talk about this stuff so I can tell people, like, that is not your first step. It is not. Do some research first. Connect with people. Get a feel for, like, yourself and what you do. Who am I? What do I have to offer the world? You've really got to explore that stuff before you decide to make a website. Do some research. Okay. That's about all I have to say. So yeah, I'll probably be doing more lives on this type of stuff. And right now, I'm working on new content and content to help people with their content. So if anyone on the replay has questions, feel free to type them in. I'll come back and check comments later. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Good to have you here. All right, take care. Enjoy your weekend. All right, bye.